Hello, I'm going to show a quick review on how to draw structures with the OpenOChem LTI module. So in the first question it says draw ethanol. So starting out I'm going to start with basically put some bonds up there. So right now I've drawn ethane. So this represents a CH3, so this is ethane. Now we need to put an alcohol functional group on it. So I can't draw a carbon bond to another atom before first drawing that bond. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the bond. Now I actually have propane, so CH3, CH2, CH3, but I need to transform this carbon into an oxygen. So I'm going to click the atom tool, select the carbon, change that to oxygen, and then press enter. Now this is going to automatically give me the alcohol functional group, essentially the neutral version of the molecule. So here I've drawn ethanol. So if I want to adjust this and make this ethoxide, so if for this question, this is what I would submit. But let's say we want to draw something slightly different. So if we want to draw ethoxide, that means we need the oxygen to have a negative charge on it. So I'm going to go to the charge tool, select negative, and put a negative charge by clicking on the atom. So right now I'm hovering over it. The oxygen atom is highlighted. This whole group is highlighted, but specifically the oxygen atom is highlighted. So I'm going to click on that to give it a negative charge. So now I've drawn the ethoxide molecule. If I don't want that, so I can delete that charge, it'll take it back to the alcohol functional group. If I want to give it a positive charge, then I can protonate that to give it a positive charge, and then it automatically adjusts the number of hydrogens. So one advantage to this is it is going to adjust to give you the appropriate number of hydrogens on your atoms. So if I wanted to draw methane, I have to use the CH4. From there then, if I want to put a group on that, I can use the bond tool to draw the group and then convert this to, let's say if we want methanol, convert that to an alcohol functional group. Now I can't select OH here. If I do, it won't allow me to press enter. So I have to just say oxygen and know that it's going to supply the appropriate hydrogens. Now if this was methoxide, I would have to go here and give it the negative charge. For lone pairs, those are optional. So I can go ahead and click 3 lone pairs on that. That'd be appropriate. For your test settings, if you submitted it like that, that'd be correct, or without the lone pairs, that would also be correct. I'm going to look over these once they're submitted to make sure that grading is appropriate for the question. So if you know for sure that you're right, but it marks it wrong on here, don't worry about it. I'll look over and make those corrections. While we're here, one or two more things. So you can draw ring structures. So instead of drawing your bond line connections for every one of these and make sure your angles are decent, you can just select one of these ring structures. So you've got cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, or even a chair structure. And again, you can always use your erase tool to delete whatever on here you don't want. Thanks for the questions, and please let me know if you have any more. All right, final thing, as you're navigating, when you do the questions, make sure you answer all the questions before you submit attempt. So submitting attempt, I wouldn't want to submit just this individual question before I have all the answers filled in. Also, I wouldn't want to submit this because this is asking for ethanol. So I'd want to make sure I actually have ethanol drawn before I move on to the next question.